ring. Couldn't pay with Zelle, so we didn't really get much today. We're gonna come back when our credit card, no, when our debit cards get here. They are closing us in, so we got a chowder.
Do you want to get like a strawberry chocolate cup?
Can you see the price of that?
But then again,
Oh, here's a hoodie that says I love Boston. This is cute. They have a pink one. My goodness. Yeah. Oh, this is cute. Ah, this is beautiful. Covered. This is nice, actually.
I think from the shop.
You understand?
No what?
I would rather also get one that says Boston from here, and then I'll go get one from
Yeah.
Harvard, like
Yeah.
like
I
MIT.
think like the original one.
Yes. This is now the team we play for. This is 24. This is actually really nice. I like the hoodie though.
I like the color. This
Yeah,
and the grey
color.
one.
Let's see what's here.
I'll buy both the colors.
Oh, this is also nice. The color. And then everything says Boston. Do they have caps?
Yeah, I wear a lot of caps. It's the mirror.
Oh, this is lovely. Lovely. Oh,
So cute. This is
nice.
I'm gonna make a photo of this.
Harvard University. Wicked Smart is here again.
I'll get this for my because we need it for
So I found an age, but the key holders are quite pricey. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Does anybody see their name? I see Elizabeth. I see Chris, Chloe. I don't know any Chloe. Catherine, Bella. Oh, but yeah. Show her about that show. Look at us. Keep it simple and basic. These are so cool. Okay. They look like Harry Potter. Everything Harvard is just giving Harry Potter vibes. Wicked Smart. Must be nice, really. Then there's MIT here, keeping it basic. And Boston. I love Boston. These are also
guys. Yeah, see you guys. And then at the end of the tour, we head down to see the athletic facilities and a couple of the dormitories for the older students. The tour is famous Harvardians, so famous people who studied here at Harvard, but also some people that lived and worked at the university. And then the final theme is Harvard culture, so a little bit about what it was like to be a student here. I'll tell you guys some traditions. We're building on Harvard's campus that still stands. And when this was the only building, the entirety of Harvard University happened right here. The top floors were dormitories. We only had about 15 students per year, and they were all studying to become Puritan ministers. Puritanism was the kind of Christianity that the Massachusetts Bay Colony practiced. Through it 2 times in their entire life. You're supposed to go in for the first time. When you become a Harvard student, through Johnston Gate, then you're not supposed to go through it again until the day you graduate. And they say if you go through it at any other point in your life, you will be cursed with terrible luck. So it's kind of fun, actually. When you know the legend, you can hang out here, you can watch it. Students will always go through that side door, and tourists go through the main gate. So it's kind of a fun game to play, spot the tourists. Telescopes, and that is where there's an astrophysics class that teaches you how to use them all. And they say as you go up each floor of the Science Center, the classes get harder in general. So you can tell how smart a Harvard student is based on which floor they take classes. The problem with this, I only ever took 2 classes in this building as a student here. I went here for 4 years and took 2 classes. One was in a ground floor lecture hall, so right here, and then the other one was in the basement. So, I believe that higher is smarter thing. You wouldn't think I'm very smart. But, it is what it is. Called The Science of Cooking. So it was a chemistry class, but it was all about food. I loved it. I love food. So it was great for me. Yeah. So there's all kinds of stuff. I have a friend that took a class, and the title of the class was Tree with an exclamation point. I don't know what they did in that class, but probably something about trees. I don't know. Any other questions I can answer about? Yes, it also include World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. So 4 wars in total represented in this building right here. It's also a fully functioning church though. So every Sunday they call them non-denominational Christian services, which means that it's not supposed to be like a Catholic service or a Anglican service or whatever. It's supposed to be a general Christian service, and it is open to other religions as well. So even though those Christian ones are the only ones they do on a weekly basis, it is open to other services as well, graduation ceremonies. So if you look out in front of you, and then you imagine about 5,000 people in the cap and gowns, all of them graduating from Harvard, that's what it's going to look like. And you guys are on the graduation stage. So this is where all of our famous speakers come to sit. People in recent years like Bill Clinton, Nelson Mandela, and Bill Gates, Adam Sandler, J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter author. Oh, Oprah even did it one year, which is crazy. Can you imagine you graduate from college and Oprah as your speaker? That's crazy. But anyways, all sorts of people, all kinds of different backgrounds. It's not always like a politician or something like that. They get all kinds of people. And they stand that right there is where the thing is. So you guys are basically right where all those people have been as well. Now, with about 5,000 people graduating from Harvard every year, you can imagine that not many other people fit in Harvard Yard, right? Almost the entire place is filled with just graduates. But of course, there's lots of parents and friends and families that also want to come see the graduation. So what happens? Well, the service starts at around 7:30 in the morning. Families will gather outside of Harvard Yard starting at around 5 in the morning to try to get a good seat. So they'll literally wait for hours to try to get in. And the thing you need to know is that the Widener family, they were a really stereotypical Harvard family. They had a lot of money and they were full of legacies. Harry's dad went to Harvard, his dad went to Harvard, his dad went to Harvard. It went back quite a while. So they were the stereotype of a rich Harvard family. Now, when Harry graduated from Harvard in 1907, people might have expected him to get a job or something like that, but he didn't want to do this. He loved to collect books. He already owned a Gutenberg Bible, which were the first books ever printed in Europe. And he wanted to expand his collection. So he decided to go traveling, and he was looking for more ancient and rare books for his collection. And after about 3 years, his mom said, "All right, Harry, that is enough. It's time to come home." She wanted him to learn about the family business because the Wideners were oil drillers. And so, someday he was supposed to run the company. But Harry didn't want to do this, so he ignored the letter that his mom sent him, and he kept traveling. And about a year later, Eleanor is Harry's mom. Eleanor Widener said, "That's enough. I'm going all the way across the Atlantic Ocean. I'm going to go pick up my son." Harry was in London, England at the time, and the family was from New York City, and this was 1912. This is my next quiz of the tour. London to New York in 1912. What could they have taken?
Ship?
It was a ship. It was a very special ship. Yeah, the Titanic. Harry and his parents, they bought the most expensive, fanciest tickets that you can buy in 1912, which were first-class tickets on the Titanic. Because they had first-class tickets, Harry and his parents, they all could have safely gone in the lifeboats. But when they found out that not everyone else did, Harry and his father both gave up their seats so that more women and children could get off of the ship. And unfortunately, they both drowned when the Titanic sank. So that's why Harry died just 5 years after he graduated. And Harry's mom, her name was Eleanor Widener, like I said, when she came back to the US, she was understandably very upset about the loss of her husband and her son. And she still had a lot of money. So she decided to come here to Harvard, and she said, "I would like you guys to build something. I'll give you $1.5 million to build something in honor of my son." $1.5 million, still a lot of money, but in today's money, that's over $100 million that we're talking about. So a huge amount of money, right? And so Harvard was like, "Great, we would love that. What would you like us to do?" And Eleanor, she said, "Well, my son, he loved books. What if we built him a library and named it after him? I think he would really like that." And so Harvard said, "Great, we are going to tear down the old library, and we're going to build a new one and name it after your son. How does that sound?" And you'd think that would make, Eleanor pretty happy because it was what she asked for, but it actually made her pretty nervous because the old library was named after a different Harvard graduate, somebody else's kid, right? So Eleanor said, "You know what, Harvard, you can have the money, but I have conditions. And the first condition is that you can never touch my son's library. Not a brick, not a stone. It has to look the same forever." And so when we get closer, you'll see this. It's a big library. It is. It doesn't look huge, but this is the largest university library in the world. Yeah. The reason it's so big, even though it really doesn't look like it, is because Harvard was not allowed to put floors up because that would change the library look like. Instead, they dug into the ground and put about 10 floors of books underneath this library. So what we'll see is actually just a small, tiny fraction of the whole library. The joke I'm supposed to tell here is that this is only the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Eleanor's second condition is that they put a reading room inside of the library, and it was supposed to be modeled after her son's reading room, including his Gutenberg Bible on the desk. She said only 2 people can go in. The first person is a janitor who should go in every day to turn the page of the Bible, and the second person that can go in is the ghost of her son. So supposedly Widener Library is haunted by Harry Widener. I've never seen it, but he's allowed. It's in the contract. And then the third requirement is that Harvard start a swimming test. And the reason for this, because that sounds weird, right? Eleanor thought that if her husband and her son knew how to swim, they would have survived the sinking of the Titanic, which probably isn't true, but that's what Eleanor thought. And so there was a swimming test here for about 60 years, which is when the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed. It said that you couldn't have a swimming test as a requirement to graduate. So we have a swimming test, but today it's optional. And other than that, all of Eleanor's demands have been kept for just over 100 years, and that's exactly what Widener looked like when it was finished in 1915. All right, then we'll walk over, we'll take a closer look at it. couple of last things before we finish. In just a minute, I'll walk you guys over to the gift store, because what would an American tour be if you didn't finish it in a gift store, right? I will say, if you wanted to make a purchase here at Harvard, this is a nice place because profits do go back to students, so that's nice. Also, if you like the tour and you'd like to leave a review, I have a QR code right here. If you put my name, it was Sam, helps me out quite a bit, so I do appreciate it. I will pass this around, if that's all right. You guys can send it to the circle. Not required, but I appreciate it.
Is that a note? Came to the shop. Like I like that one. This ticket is actually kind of cool. This black and white one. I don't mind getting one of this. Of course, it was at Harvard. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not. Harvard brother, Harvard sister, Harvard mom. You know, if you have a child who's studying at Harvard. Harvard dead. It's a bit much. But I want a hoodie like that, guys. I'm not hating, it's just wow. It's a bit much, really. Harvard University. That's a nice hoodie. Then we have some mugs, some bottles. Yeah, very nice.
Everything I need, a breeze in the pines and the summer night moon, lazy lemon sunlight, yes indeed.
So where is this place? Yeah. Tu kana.
Sometimes when the night is dying, take me out and I wander around. Walk around.
So we're hungry, we're going to check out Target. See if we can find something to eat in Pearl Street. So let's go! Guys, I'm looking for meat. That does not look too bad. Quite fair. This is not bad either. I can buy and just cook myself. Look at the red meat. Pork. No, not pork. No. There's our bus. Hopefully 71. Okay. 4. Okay. 70. Huh? Guys, we walked into a free event with free food. Free drinks. Everyone is socializing. It's an orientation. There's some movie, there's soda, popcorn. So we got a drink and we'll be on our way now.
mustard or
Mustard is fine. Thank you.
one or two?
One is fine. Thank you.
Mustard or cheese? Both. Take it. You too. Want
Oh,
both?
yeah, okay. I will take it. Just one. Thank you.
One mustard.
So maybe I can have another one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Alright.
I think we can even sit there on the.
Guys. Look your food,
Do you
Mama.
want to look at me? My back's getting
Guys,
heavier.
this is so funny. But we got free food and we are happy.